Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah and today's video we will be cooking, baking, and cleaning. If you are new to this channel, I hope you subscribe and leave a little message in the comments saying hello. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I hope that this video motivates you all to try some of these new recipes. If you do, please let me know in the comments. If you have any good recipe ideas, comment below.
Dripping lights paint the skies. Only
Alright friends, so it is about 11 o'clock in the morning. I usually have a late breakfast after I get the boys up and I get them running their morning routines, make them breakfast, log Caleb in for school. By the time I'm done with everything, it's around 10-11 o'clock, and that's usually when I have my breakfast. So as you see here, Caleb decided to start my breakfast for me, but he didn't finish it because he had to get back to work. So I'm having whole grain toast with egg salad on top. So now that I'm done with breakfast, I'm going to be preparing some almond butter overnight oats. I use a blender, but you don't need to use a blender. I just want it to be faster. So I pour almond milk into my blender along with maple syrup and almond butter. Because the almond butter is pretty thick, it just makes it easier to thoroughly mix the wet ingredients. From there, I pour the wet ingredients into a larger bowl or measuring cup, and I add the oats and the chia seeds. Then I mix everything and I let it sit for about 2 minutes, I want to say, just so that it can start to soak up the milk, and it's easier to scoop into the jars. That way I can have a more consistent texture in each jar. One time I didn't wait for it to absorb, and I had one jar that was a little drier and the other one was a little more milky. So I would suggest that you let it soak up for about 2 minutes. It doesn't have to sit there all day. 2 minutes is enough, and you'll get an even consistency in each jar. Now you're gonna put these in the jar, and then you're gonna put them in the refrigerator overnight. They should be done by the next morning. Now, you can also add chocolate chips to these, which is what I add. If you use protein powders or collagen powders, you could mix them in the wet mixture before you mix it with the oats.
looks like we've come to the end of the road.
So now that I'm done with the overnight oats, I'm just going to clean up a little bit, put all the dishes away, and wash a little bit of dishes that I have in the sink by hand. That way I can move on to baking. I don't like to cook or clean when I have dishes in the sink or in the dishwasher. So I'm going to be clearing that all up, and then we're going to be moving on to making banana muffins.
Like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be staying for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
Now I'm spraying the countertops with the Mrs. Meyer's apple cider all-purpose cleaner. After I sprayed the countertops, I realized I should have removed everything first because my goal was to get a more thorough cleaning. So you're going to see me remove everything after I sprayed the countertops. I know it makes no sense, but I realized it right after.
You're sober case, stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right? Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel?
To organize the long cords on my appliances, I put command hooks that are made specifically for cables on the back of them. So on my stand mixer, I'm reapplying an adhesive strip so that I can keep the cord organized.
Sorry I kept you waiting. got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love.
Okay, now that our tray is set up with everything that we're going to need for the new recipe, we are going to go over the instructions and we're going to start making our banana muffins. Right now, I'm just taking out the time to explain to Caleb everything that's going to be going into the bowl. So I also want to say that when you're going to make anything that's banana bread, banana muffins, whatever that you're baking with bananas, you want to make sure that the bananas are nice and ripe. So when they start getting those ugly brown spots on them, they're perfect to use for baking. So the more brown spots or the darker that they get, the sweeter they are.
But it goes so fast, all tied up like a captive.
So after we peel all the bananas, we're going to throw them in a bowl and we are going to mash them. After mashing the bananas, we're going to add 1 egg and then we'll be adding the mayonnaise and mixing it all together so that it's pretty smooth. In a separate bowl, we're going to be putting all the dry ingredients. So if you notice, I'm actually spooning the flour into the measuring cup, and the reason that I do this is because if you plunge it directly into the flour, it's going to be more compact and it's going to be more flour per cup than you think it would be. Most recipes will tell you to weigh it or spoon to get a more accurate measurement. So for the dry ingredients, we're using all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. Now I have to be honest, I did make a big mistake. Instead of getting baking soda, which was what was in the recipe, I grabbed the baking powder. I don't think it really made much of a difference. Usually it's one or the other. However, I would say that the muffins did have more of a cupcake texture, and I'm not sure if that was because of the mayonnaise or the baking powder. So the sugar that I'm using here is turbinado sugar, which is a raw sugar. It's not processed like white sugar. I'm going to be tweaking this recipe, and I will be replacing that sugar with brown sugar. And I will also be adding cinnamon and nutmeg to give it more of that warm fall feeling. All of these recipes will be found on my website at letsgetitdone.blog. So now that we have our dry ingredients ready, we're going to mix it into the wet ingredients. When you're mixing your dry ingredients into the wet, you want to make sure that you don't over mix. You just want to mix enough to combine all the ingredients. If you do over mix, your muffins are going to create a lot of gluten, and that's going to give you a really tough muffin.
Does this work? Only 'cause we never say what we think. Waiting for the perfect way. Time zone speak. Got me on delay. 'Cause I crossed a million seas. Would you do that for me? Times and run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I go where I have to go. Screw geography, but would you do that for me?
Okay, so since my boys don't like walnuts, I forgot to put walnuts for mine. So I am just smashing them in there since the muffins are almost done. But I really wish I would have mixed some in. Okay, so we are taking a little break to go on a scavenger hunt. It's part of Caleb's assignment.
And it's
But we figured we all do it together as a family. So
we're start off.
Go.
So we are gonna have lots of fun. So we are gonna look for a butterfly, a jacket, a bird, a pine cone, a squirrel, a spider, an ant, a twig, a rock, mushroom, and colored leaves. Today we already need to check out the jacket because we all have jackets. So let's go on the scavenger hunt, everybody.
There's still some tomatoes and peppers there.
Tomatoes and peppers. Oh my.
I found my lion.
Ryan, can you find anything? Can you find a leaf? Somebody's a little bit cranky. Just woke up.
Give that one to Mama.
Here, Mama. Found the leaf.
Ooh, what kind of leaf is that?
I don't know.
It's a maple leaf.
Maple leaf.
Yeah.
Look,
Alright.
what other stuff
Come.
can we find?
Keep looking.
I already got so we
Oh, I found Ryan's.
I found Crocs. Look at that.
Ryan.
Is that a mushroom?
Crocs and a
Hey,
sock.
look, a mushroom.
Mushroom. So we gotta check that off.
You have a mushroom there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. wait, don't do it there. Go do it on the table over there. You want to see the mushroom?
Yeah. Check. Hold this, please.
Gotta go under here. And there's the mushroom.
Look, a mushroom.
Neat, huh?
Now I know.
So mushrooms like to grow in dark and moist places.
Yeah, like under here.
Mhm.
Spider. There. See?
Oh, yeah. That's got a lot of bugs.
That's a beetle.
That is a sorry, beetle.
Beetle.
What else?
That's all. It looks like mashed.
You guys want to see a praying mantis?
Yeah.
That's not the type of ant. I found
No.
another one.
That's a big one. Oh, good job. You found one. Look at the big praying mantis.
Ah,
If that thing hops, I'm out.
I found another thing, Mama.
Look at the bug, Ryan. The
That's a
praying
big bug.
mantis. The green one.
Don't touch it. You better don't touch it.
Right there.
It's gonna jump on you.
Okay, so now that our scavenger hunt is over, it's time for me to prepare dinner. So for dinner today, I'm going to be making buttered chicken with basmati rice and naan. So I've made this before and I've used the same sauce. However, I didn't marinate the chicken since it didn't say to do so in the instructions. But this time around, I'm going to be marinating the chicken with Greek yogurt, turmeric, and garam masala. After coating the chicken with the marinade, you want to cover it with plastic wrap and then refrigerate it for at least half an hour so that it can pick up some flavor. So now that my chicken has marinated for half an hour, I'm going to put it into a frying pan with about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Just a warning, if you're using chicken thighs, it does release a lot of fat. So what I did was I drained it and let the chicken brown. After the chicken browned, I decided to use some of that liquid to deglaze the pan. And then I added the butter chicken sauce. After adding the sauce, you want to let it simmer. What I did was put the lid back on, let it thicken up a little bit, and then I decided to add some heavy cream to give it a creamier texture. And to top it off, I chopped up some cilantro and sprinkled it on top. As for the naan, I am putting a little bit of olive oil on the pan so that it doesn't stick, and I am heating it on high heat until the naan is warm all the way through. So now that dinner is done, I am going to be cleaning my stove. It needs a serious cleaning, guys. So I'm filling my sink with hot water, dishwashing liquid, Dawn, which works really well, and baking soda. So I'm just gonna let my grates sit in there overnight. I will be adding my burners and cleaning my entire stove and oven.
And light is harder to find. I promise I'll always be there. I'll remind you when you close your eyes. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out.
So after using a degreaser and cleaning the stove, I like to use alcohol or glass cleaner to make it shine and remove whatever residue is on there.
Even now, laying down hundreds of miles away, I can see you and me like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you. All the love is the same. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. You can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. You can find me when the lights turn out.
Okay friends, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other recipe ideas, please leave them in the comment below. I will see you next week. Bye.